Finally, Berserk is back. It's back, motherfuckers. And yes, I am really happy right now. This was a treat for me. This made my day. This chapter, I have been waiting for this chapter for a while now. Okay. Previously, what we saw was where Guts finally, after a long ass time, gets out of that damn ship on the Elf Island, and they encounter these witches which send golems and Wicker Man to attack them. And we see Guts and his group pretty much decimating these guys with no problem at all. Okay, that was previous chapter. After that, we don't know what exactly happened for, I guess, 6 months. Now, with this chapter, we get to know what exactly is this elf land and how exactly important this is going to be for our characters. This place is going to play a major role when it comes to the character development of both Casca and Guts. And I'm not just saying uh, in the case of curing Casca, I'm also saying that this could also potentially be helpful for Guts as well. I'll tell you how. Let me just explain it to you what exactly happened, and then I'll give you my own views over what direction this arc could go. Okay, so when these guys get done with these golems and these Wickerman, because of the Wickerman on fire, everything, the fields and the forest and everything has caught on fire, and the flying witch, I guess her name was uh, Madra, Madra or something. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, by the way, but she was a bitch anyway. So she kind of is the bad girl of the witch amongst them, the one who is kind of the rebellious one, the one who has a very short temper. Okay, and she pretty much tries to kill these guys. I mean, the other witches wanted to stop them because they were foreigners, they were out of their land. But this bitch was pretty much wanted to kill them. She doesn't do anything. Let me remind you that she doesn't do anything, but she was kind of on the verge of like, okay, I'm just gonna kill these fuckers. But but suddenly it starts raining. And one of the leaders, and probably the leader of these witches, come over there. His name is Gadfring. Uh, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry. But this guy, he pretty much knew that these people are coming. It was prophesied by the elf king himself that these guys are coming. The thing is that the elf king over here is hinted us as to be the boy which we saw the in previous chapters, the boy who was playing with Casca, the boy who pretty much saved Guts from himself when Guts was going all berserk in his berserker armor. You know, the time when even Shurike wasn't able to control him, this kid helps him out. And in this chapter, it is hinted, it's not completely implied that yes, that kid that boy, little boy, was Elf King himself. But in this chapter, it is hinted at us that maybe that kid is a form of the Elf King. And if that is the case, then it is a very positive, um, it is a very positive sign, seeing the fact that the Elf King himself knows the situation amongst these people and is actually willing to help them, because this guy has helped our main characters before. So it's a good thing. Plus, he also says that Shurike's teacher, she came in his dream, you know, Getfring's dream, to tell us more about these guys, and asking for their help, you know. So he explains a lot of things about Griffith as well. So he says that he will explain it to you, to these guys, when they will reach to the witch village, and as they proceed, uh, they see uh, they see the whole wonder of what the witch village is. When they arrive over there, uh, if you guys remember how Shurike's house was, it's pretty much a huge land filled with those houses where young witches are being trained, young sorcerers are being trained. And even Shurike mentions that she feels very nostalgic, because she used to train this way with her master. She used to train with that, but she used to train alone. Now over here, she can make some friends. She can know more tricks. You know, she can know more spells. And yeah, of course, I forgot. How can I forget about it? This actually can even help Shurike. This will definitely help Shurike, because she is a fucking witch, you know. But anyway, so while going over there, Getfrin, Getfring was talking about how the White Hawk was influencing the world. Okay, how the White Hawk was attacking the forest of spirits, I believe, which I believe is the forest where elves live in the human world. Okay, where demons can't go, and potentially that is the place where people can find sanctuary. So I think Griffith is trying to destroy those places so that people could hide nowhere, could be safe nowhere, couldn't live in a safe house where they could resist or do anything like that. Plus, it is also said that the White Hawk is creating chaos as 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 we are talking right now. So it is implied that by the time they have reached the island, and by the time they are reaching to the elf village, sorry, not the elf village, the witch village, a long time has passed, probably months. Okay, within maybe how much, 15 to 20 minutes over there, maybe a month or two has passed. And in that time, Griffith has been uh, Griffith has been pouring chaos on the land. I believe that is the case. But so as they reach there, uh, they also, uh, they also meet other witches, and this is where the comedy part come in, because we all know Puck is the comic relief, yeah, and Puck, when so they as they go there, they encounter with some witches who kind of are scandalized to see these guys. They are afraid because they are foreigners. They are from outside, and for them these are barbarians. Even the clothes that they are wearing aren't native to them, so they are kind of scared. So uh, Cedro, being an asshole like he is, I mean, he's a likable ass. I like that kid. He to for the kicks of it, okay, he just goes over there to kind of scare them, yeah, I'm a barbarian, kind of like that. I mean, just for the kicks of it. And then he gets his ass and then he gets his ass kicked. Apparently Park goes to his rescue, and he's like, guys, hold on. Park, Park, I'm here now, okay? So please, just calm down. And for Puck, who probably now Puck has been around with Guts for almost 3 years, okay? And I don't know how long has Puck been in the human world, but I say at least a year or two. Puck has been around in the human world before he met Guts, yeah. To see that for these witches, when Puck was out there, it has almost been, it at least has to be 5 years since Puck was out there. And the witches were behaving as though they saw Puck yesterday. Puck did some shit to them. Puck is a mischievous elf, and he took a bath in one of the one of the witches. What you could say? I think, I don't know. He writes down, or he draws shit on the witches' books, and he does some mischievous things, and they are acting as though it happened yesterday. It shows how time flows in this place, how time is not compatible to this place, to the human world and to the elf world. And this is going to lead to a major plot point in the future. Now, okay, so the chapter ends by them getting to the house of Getfring. That's where the chapter ends. Okay, now let me share you my own thoughts on how this arc is going to go forward. As far as I could see, this arc is going to be pretty much you can say this is going to be the arc where things are going to be subtle. Okay, this is the calm before the storm arc. Basically, what's gonna happen is that in the elf land, Casca, of course, is going to be healed. Shurike is going to sharpen her skills. Farnese is going to learn more skills of witchcraft, and Guts is going to get healed. Now, as you can see that when Guts goes berserk, when he puts on the berserker armor, an immense amount of damage is done on his own body, because he loses all sensation of pain, so he doesn't really care about what has been broken. Plus, the sensations of touch, smell, taste, hearing, sight, everything is lost because of the armor. So it is very important for Guts to heal himself, because if he goes on like that, he won't last even a minute, even not even a minute, even a second in front of Griffith. Griffith is too damn strong. He's too OP. He's a fucking god compared to Guts. So at this point, At this point, Guts have no chance, especially in the state that he's right now. So Guts needs a power up. He needs a way to actually kind of power up in a way where he can uh, in a way where he can be able to you could say control his berserker armor well. Also, he would be able to have more strength in fighting these demons without damaging more of his body, and also get himself, you could say, healed of his earlier wounds. The astral wound that caused by Slan on his chest, that is a wound which happened in his soul itself. The fairy dust that Puck has, that has its limits, but I'm hoping that the Elf King might be more strong and he could help heal Guts completely. I don't know if he could get his arm back or his eye back, but as long as his body could be in top condition, his body could get more stronger, he could be able to resist demons as well as more as possible, he could control his armor much more better. That would be amazing. For Casca, I have concerns about, because it was prophesied by the Skull King, the Skull Knight, that curing Casca might just not be the best idea, because Casca, in the state what she is right now, was because of the immense amount of stress which was put on her when she went through the sacrifice, where her friends, her entire army was demolished, was completely destroyed in front of her. Then she was raped by demons, and she was raped by the person who she looked up to, her pretty much her former not her crush, then her boss. She looked up to this guy and he raped her when she fell in love with Guts, and he raped her in front of Guts, where Guts was trying to cut his arm off to save her. This was fucked up. This fucked her up really, really bad up here. And I guess when she will get healed, it won't be the same Casca as we know. She probably might not even have to do anything with Guts or Griffith. She might just would like to get out of their sight, completely live her life on her own. And if her character goes that way, it's pretty understandable. It really is pretty damn understandable, even though it won't be fair at any case, because Guts have been going through a lot of shit just so that he could cure Casca from this misery that she is going through. And it would be really sad, but still it would be understandable. As far as Shurike is concerned, Shurike can learn a lot from these wizards and from these witches. She could be able to become a much more greater asset. And let me tell you one thing, Shurike is an important character, and she has been helping Guts to control himself for a very, very long time, and she has been a key element of this group because of her magic abilities, they can sleep at night, at least, and by, you know, at least they don't have to fight demons every fucking night. At least they don't have to go through all of that shit, you know. At least when Guts goes in his berserker mode, he doesn't have to worry about him killing his friend, because Shurike is there for him. So she is very important for our group, for our main characters. She is training Farnese, for the matter of fact, you know. By this standpoint, I could say that if her powers improve, it's going to be amazing. I think I'm pretty sure that both Guts and Shurike, both of their powers are going to increase at an immense level, and they have to, because they have to fight fucking Griffith. And now, this arc is also going to probably lead to a potential time skip, where once they are done with this arc, when they leave, and I don't know about the time, how the time works around the island, because there are a lot of mermaids that are near the coast, and the crew that they were with are also near the coast. I don't know what is going to happen to them. Are they also in the time loop, in the time sphere that this island is at, or is it that they might have just aged a lot, just waiting over there, probably dead as well? Who knows, you know? And then I hope that this doesn't happen. I hope that these guys still are alive. But I'm pretty sure that when they reach to the human world, shit is going to go down, because I'm pretty sure that Griffith would have turned into his true colors. He would have shown his true colors. And I'm pretty sure that Rekis is going to be this guy who is pretty much leading an army. He's pretty much leading an army of resistance to fight Griffith. And it would be great to see that. It would be really great to see that. You know? These are my thoughts over this chapter, and the future arcs that might happen, not the future arcs, but the future events that might happen in this chapter. So what do you guys think about this chapter, and what do you guys think about this upcoming arc? Please share your thoughts on the comment section below. Till next time.